it was a rare occurrence, wasn't it? Arsenal didn't win a game. But after playing for an hour against 10 men, Mikel Arteta told talkSPORT he was disappointed not to pick up all 3 points.
I wanted the 3 points, and especially after with 45 minutes, you want to do that. But I have to recognize as well what happened the whole week, the amount of difficulties that we faced, the top opponents that we faced with no recovery. It's 2 days game, 2 days game. Today again we play with 1 less recovery day here, and the injuries that we had. And on top of that, I think the boys responded incredibly well, and I'm very proud of them.
Yeah, and I know there's a moment right at the end of the game which could have changed everything when Timber unintentionally took the ball off the head of Viktor Gyökeres. Would have been unfair, wouldn't it? It wasn't a draw fair result, but from a striker's point of view, Gyökeres must have been so frustrated. He was flying in.
And you just know it's a goal straight away. How close it was, he's not missing there. But I agree with you. Chelsea probably deserved to win a little bit, but a draw, you say, worked out in the end. If Arsenal had nicked it, I think definitely Chelsea fans and players wouldn't have been happy. But I just look at Arsenal and I say, does Merino keep starting the form he's been in before Gyökeres now he's back? Has he got that?
Surely
problem?
Not.
You never know. I think
surely when you paid a lot of money for
I think Theo Walcott mentioned it on the TV. He said the same. He said he knows what he's getting from Merino. Took his goal well as well. But it's options, isn't it? It's competition for places. Odegaard was back in. Eze was quiet. So he's got a lot of options there.
I was interested listening to Merino afterwards saying, that he's not a striker, but he's learning. And he watches other strikers, obsessively to see what they do and what runs they make.
And then Havertz is coming back as well. Yeah. Gabriel Jesus was on the bench.
He was. Yeah.
So he's got so much options now. And it's going to be about, Jeff, as a footballer, whoever takes their chance. You come on, you do the best you can, so you're back in the side next game.
Yeah. Let's get the thoughts of a man who knows what it's like to win the title, what it takes to win the title as well. It's a very good morning to David Seaman. Morning, David.
Morning, David.
Morning, guys. Morning. Can I just say before we get started, I'd just like to send my condolences to Billy Bonds and his family.
Yes. Yeah.
We're going to miss a true footballing legend there.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. I say legend's a word, it's thrown around, isn't it? But in the case of Billy Bonds, it's thoroughly deserved. Look, from yesterday's point of view then, David, missed opportunity for Arsenal or a good point? What do you think?
I think it's a bit of both. It's a really strange feeling, Jeff, because when I was watching the game, when they went down to 10 men, I was thinking, yeah, we're going to get this. We're going to get all 3. But then I realised how dangerous Chelsea were, and they showed that with obviously with the set piece, but it weren't just their set pieces. They were countering Arsenal really well. And as much as, I just heard about someone saying that Chelsea were in control, I thought Arsenal were in control. It was a battle of midfields and not many chances, but it was it's a point game, but I think the disappointment comes from where we are at the moment with Arsenal, because we're bang on form, we've got a fantastic squad, and people expecting us to win, especially going to Chelsea, shows you how good we're playing.
I think as well, David, you look at that game yesterday, it's probably your toughest game left this season, Chelsea away. They've got to come to your place where you'll be favourites at the Emirates. And was a draw a fair result? Yes, it was. Did Arsenal use the extra man to their advantage? Not as much as they could have, but no Saliba, no Gabriel, no Gyökeres starting, no Odegaard starting. So I think when you look at that before the game, you say, no, we take the point, we're still 5 points clear.
Yeah, totally true. Yeah, I totally agree with that as well. When you look at it, you look at the injuries that we had. Okay, both teams are coming off massive results in the Champions League. Where that takes a lot out of you, but then to get up for a game like that, Chelsea were really up for it. They were really physical in that first half. They were right on Arsenal. But yeah, like you say, it's we're at a stage now where Chelsea away is one of our hardest games. But it's about the next few games, Gabby. You know what it's like. It's game after game, and they don't stop. But in Arsenal, I look at that squad and I look at what happened yesterday, obviously with Saliba and Gabriel out, that is a massive blow normally. Last season, that would have really hurt us. But then you look at the players that have come in, in Capia and Mosquera, they've done a fantastic job. But then everybody else that's coming in, they're all playing really well. It's not like you can tell somebody's not happy. whoever goes off, they're like, okay, whoever's coming on, they can't wait to get on, and they're producing the goods.
I mean, we look at the bench, the Arsenal bench. It's been said before, but it is such a phenomenally strong bench. What do you think, David, of what Gabby was just saying a minute or two ago? Does Merino continue as a striker, even if Gyökeres is fully fit? He's done such a decent job.
Yeah, he has. But when you look at Merino, he's more of a false nine. He drops back quite a lot. Whereas when you've got Gyökeres in there, he's an out-and-out striker. He gives you that option of holding the ball up and then being able to get out. But it depends. It's a great option to have, and like you said, I heard you talking about Gyökeres yesterday. He was so close to getting the match. Yeah. With Timber getting in the way as he often does. But it was a shame. But I think it depends on what sort of style Arsenal are going to play. Are they going to play with an out-and-out striker, or do they want to just pack that midfield a little bit more? And if that's what you want to do, then Merino stays in there. But for me, I play Gyökeres because he's an out-and-out striker.
David, I've got to ask you a question. I know goalkeepers of the Goalkeeper Union. You were never booed, was you, by Arsenal fans during games? But Vicario was yesterday for Spurs. What did you make of that, mate?
It's tough, mate. I was booed once from Arsenal fans. we were playing. It was back in the day when we were playing our Champions League games at Wembley, and we were playing Barcelona, and I think we were 5 down, and the ball came back to me, and I actually picked it up, and they didn't boo me. The Arsenal fans went, "Way!" So I can stop one. But now the Vicario thing is, I think it's a couple of mistakes on top of each other, Gab, and that's why they're not happy. What surprised me yesterday was that he made a couple of mistakes and then he had a go at other people. I think to myself, hang on a minute, mate. It's your mistake. Yep. Deal with it your way. Don't start blaming other people. So, he's a good goalkeeper. He just needs to get his confidence back.
David, thanks very much indeed.
Top man, David. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Sticking with the Chelsea-Arsenal match, a couple of texts, interesting ones. Morning, Jeff. Is anyone going to mention how many red cards Chelsea have had this season? Yep. It's way above average for this time of the season. It's a really good point. I think it's the 6th red card of the season. 4 of those have been in the Premier League. They could cost them dear.
Is that including the manager?
No, that's another one. That would be 7 then, So, and Ben has texted. He said, I'm a Chelsea fan. I think we could have won the game if João Pedro stayed on, because Liam Delap, when he came on, didn't chase down or press or put any pressure on their back line. When he came on, he looked like he'd been playing for 60 minutes already. It was probably the worst performance I've seen from Delap. Really lazy. That's from Ben. I'm not sure about that, because the game was very different.
Yeah. Listen, it's not easy to come on in a game like that, but I was watching him, Jeff, and I just felt, can you just hold the ball up for your team? Win a foul. He was slipping over. He wasn't really affecting the game. I'm just looking at this option now for the World Cup. Come on, Liam. I mean? We want you to go to the World Cup, but you've got to do more whenever you get a chance. Yesterday it wasn't about scoring. It was about holding the ball up, gaining fouls for your team. But he's got a lot to improve, Jeff, to get into that England squad.
Yeah, you completely agree, Gabby. He needs games, doesn't he? That's the thing, and that's the difficulty. He needs game time, but how do you get it in a team that's doing as well as? Do you think
it might be a controversial take? Do you think he should have went to a lesser club first before Chelsea? A couple of seasons.
What, like Villa or something like that?
Yeah, I was thinking Hartlepool. no, not like an Everton. I don't know, like Everton are crying out for a striker, aren't they? Like an Everton, go and score 15 Premier League goals at Everton. Still learning your trade. It's a tough one, isn't it?
Chelsea come calling. I think you go there, don't you? Yeah. And look, he's a young man. I think he's going to have a great future.
Yeah, hope so.
Another text in saying Chelsea will tie towards the end of the season due to the Club World Cup, which is altogether possible, but time will tell.
Yes.